Hi there, this is a video overview of the new Monster Core ORC license release. So in order to show you this, I've just loaded up a brand new PFRPG2 campaign. Just when you first load up the campaign, it just kind of gives you a reminder that this is going to be using the remastered rules and that you can use legacy data with this and everything else. So when you first load up a campaign, there's a campaign setup. One of the useful things in here is if on the second screen you can load the legacy rule books, the core rule books, the legacy rule books, the Lost Omens setting, the ORC license, beginner box, depending what kind of campaign and what actual products you own. For this one, we're going to be looking at the ORC license. So this takes a few seconds to actually load up because this is loading the player core, the GM core, and the monster core. So these are all loaded now. These ORC license modules are available to everybody, but they're limited to just the ORC content, which is the data records, not the graphics or the full reference manual, the full book, actual product that you would get with the full data set itself. So just having a quick look at this, if I have a look in the library and the books, we see our 3 books, but these are quite limited really, just to tell you, version tracking, some conversion notes, and if you wanted to get the full, the full product, there's a link to that full product within the Fantasy Grounds store. There is a note here for the Monster Core that any graphics found in this ORC license module provided via links to Smiteworks graphics modules available to all FG users. So sometimes this might result in the fact that really the graphics, they're not 100% accurate for a Paizo creature, but they're pretty close to get you actually going to start off with. Now, the images that are actually used are the ones from the can't remember off the top of my head, the FG Monsters FM1 module that's available to all users. And this has quite a few tokens and images and kind of the 2.5D images that can be actually used. So these are all of the ones that come and are available to every user of Fantasy Grounds. So for the Monster Core, what we've done is we've linked about half of the creatures. There's over 400 creatures in the Monster Core, and we've linked about 230 of them, I believe, at the time of this recording, with graphics. So if we actually just went and had a look at what's available in the bestiary, just look at the Monster Core entries in here, and just as an example, this, I don't even know how to pronounce that, to be honest with you, don't really have a relevant piece of artwork for this creature in the Smiteworks provided generic data, so we've just automatically put an actual token on there. If you want to change that, then you can make a copy of this creature, and then you can come in there and edit and change those values yourself if you want to, by actually unlocking the creature first and then adding in full body token images and things like that. But I'm just going to have a look at a few of the creatures that actually have some of that artwork. So here I'm having a look at an adult adamantine dragon, and we have the the full body image that you could share with the players, a flat token if you're going to use the top-down view, and a camera token if you're actually going to use the 2.5D view on a map. So just going through a few more of these. An air scamp, this has the air elemental images, and the Ancraft has kind of like a giant kind of ant kind of image there as well. So there's a few of these that have those images, and I think they look pretty good, and are a good first effort in getting you some generic images for these ORC licenses. Like previously mentioned, if you want the full images that are provided by Paizo, then you'd have to pick up the full Monster Core product. So just to give you an example of what some of these actually look like, I'll just load some of these into the combat tracker, and then I'll put them on a map. So we're going to get, where's the, I'm going blind, I can't see things. The air scamp, we'll put a adamantine dragon on there as well. I'll just bring up one of the generic battle maps that Smiteworks provide. So just one of these battle maps down here. So I'll create a map record from that. And then I'll add these creatures to the map. So they'll use their normal kind of sizing when you're just doing the top-down view. So we have kind of an example of, I think, small, large, and gargantuan here. We'll make all of these visible so everybody can see them. So they're using the top-down 2D view, but if we then switch to the camera view, you can then see that we're using those images as well that are provided, without the token kind of surround on them. Whereas our Ankravi's over there. So yeah, these are all pretty good generic images to get you started and start using the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Remastered creatures with over 200 images provided, all part of your Fantasy Grounds license. Thanks for watching.